Now, finally, some words on innovation. Well, I think what has excited us the most during the last month is something that just happened in the last week or so. DeepMind, which is owned by Alphabet or Google, had an artificial intelligence, deep learning neural network breakthrough called AlphaFold. AlphaFold is being applied to the genomics space and is helping researchers understand protein folding. Protein folding and just the structural shape of proteins are very important in terms of drug discovery. And to give you a sense of what has just happened and how it's going to collapse the cost of a lot of research in healthcare and explode the knowledge base and the understanding of how the human genome works. It used to take to discover the structure of a protein and understand it. It took anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million per protein structure. Now, we have, I think, we now understand the structure of something like 150 to 200,000 proteins, but there are roughly 170 million proteins out there, and that includes in plants and animals as well as human beings. Because of this breakthrough, because of DeepMind's breakthrough, we think that $100,000 to $1 million per protein structure is going to collapse to pennies. Provocative. It's one of the most provocative improvements we've ever seen in artificial intelligence, and the accuracy of these protein structures as determined by AlphaFold is more than 90%. It's a 70% improvement from 2 years ago. We didn't think we would see this for another 6 years. So something has changed here. And what we believe it is really brings the human being back into the equation in a very important way. So as you know, deep learning, that improvement took most of the human programming out of the deep learning equation, or out of the artificial intelligence equation. Human programmers cannot conceive all of the potential permutations of any problem out there in terms of trying to solve it. But machines, when you throw huge amounts of data with iterative algorithms and huge amounts of computing power, machines can get to the right answer. Now, what I think we've learned from AlphaFold is the secret sauce in getting the machine there faster than the extra 6 years we expected was the domain expertise of the researchers, the biologists, who were setting the goals or the reward system for the machines to reach. And so that domain expertise has become the secret sauce. So importantly, while many people think that human beings are going to be dealt out of the equation, so to speak, that is not true. The winners in many winner-take-most categories, and we think molecular diagnostic testing is one of those, as you know, with Invitae leading the charge, we believe there are going to be many, and they're going to have domain expertise really guiding the artificial intelligence to the right goals. So that was very exciting. The other thing I think we have learned from earnings reports even this week are that the equivalent of over-the-air software updates. You've heard us talk about this when it comes to Tesla quite a bit. So Tesla is still the only auto manufacturer I believe, maybe someone else is on the scene with it, but I haven't seen it, which can anticipate an auto's problems and correct those problems with over-the-air software updates, even before the owner of the vehicle understands there's a problem. I've mentioned on a number of these videos that I have not taken my Model 3 into the shop, or I guess that doesn't happen with Tesla. They come to the house, but because nothing has gone wrong. The only thing that did go wrong, which over-the-air software updates could not fix, was a nail in the tire, a flat tire. But other than that, nothing. And I'm beginning to believe that that this idea of over-the-air software updates is helping to anticipate problems and solve them before they occur. Two companies this week reported that reminded me that this could be a much broader concept applied to many more industries as we digitize the physical world. PagerDuty, very few people know the name of that company. They're an enabler in terms of digitizing operations in business. And it seems as though one of the reasons they are experiencing a bit of a breakout now is that they too are anticipating problems that are going on in the digital operations of any company. They can, with artificial intelligence, have a good idea of when a problem is evolving, and that they can anticipate it and get in there and solve it or alert businesses ahead of time. So huge productivity increase. And a little bit off that path, but there is some similarity to it, is DocuSign. And that company, as we all know, the electronic signature, the digital signature, they are now creating an agreement cloud. So before you sign an agreement, and after you sign an agreement, there are procedures and processes, and there are checks and balances, and there's confirmation. They want to be involved in all of that so that they can do the same thing, anticipate issues before they arise and be part of the solution. So that's a little further out, but it is a theme that is recurring. So we are on the lookout for those. And then finally, what I'd like to talk about is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had a magnificent run this year.